Hey girl, welcome back to OTM. For today's practice, we are going to be focusing on your abductors, which is your outer thighs, your hip flexors and your obliques, using a resistant band. And this class is perfect for my runner girlies, for my girlies looking to strengthen their lower abs, their obliques, as well as creating a lot of strength through your hips and your thighs. So when you're ready, go grab your resistant band. And if you don't have it, don't worry, join me without it. We are going to start with the band across the wrist and finding a seated position. Finding a seated position onto your mat with your legs at the front of the mat, and can you bring the band into the wrist, almost like a little bracelet, sitting up as tall as you can, and then can you start to exhale, lift the band overhead. Inhales, you pull back to center. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Creating a little bit of resistance on the band. And start to flex the toes, just engaging through the thighs, the hip flexors, just a little bit more. Next time you lift the arms, open at the top, come back down. Lift the arms, open at the top, come back down. Aiming to soften the shoulders away from the ears. Let's go for 3. Last 2. On 1, just press out on the band, maybe soft bend through the elbows, draw the belly button and the bottom ribs in. And let's just go for 3, 2, holding up on 1. Tuck the chin to the chest, can you dive forward? Maybe hands or the band touches the toes. And then start to roll through the spine, lift the arms, restack. We dive forward. Tuck the chin to the chest, like a little stretch. Roll through the spine, keep the arms straight, and then lift the arms. So a few little sections to this shape. And take it really slow, really small to begin with, as we start to warm up through the spine. Now, if it feels okay, can you start to roll down maybe halfway, then lift the arms first, dive forward. Tuck the chin to the chest, roll, start to draw the belly button in, hands lift, roll forward. Starting to take note of how the body's feeling today and matching your movement to your energy. Let's do 2 more here. Keep doming through the upper back. And let's do 1 more. Come all the way down, finding your halfway mark. Draw the belly button in, lift the arms, lower the arms. So we're slightly on an angle from the hips. You might start to feel the belly, the hip flexors, maybe the arms. And let's just go for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Take a little forward fold and take the band around your right foot. Can you flex the toes? Can you stand up or sit up really tall? Bring the left hand behind your head. Find a row with the right elbow. Say hello, peekaboo. And then can you twist to the left? Exhales, you row, twist to the right. Inhales, you release, twist to the left. Now your hips stay super glued to the mat. As we start to find a little bit more rotation through your thoracic spine, through your waist. And over time, maybe this movement becomes a little bit bigger. And start to drive the right elbow back and release. Let's go 5, 4. We are holding back in 3, in 2. Holding back on 1, can you pull the elbow behind the body? Can you keep twisting to the right for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Take a little shake out and just take the band over to the left foot. Bring the hand behind the head. Take a full breath in. Exhales, you twist to the left and row. Inhales, you open to the right. Flexing the toes here just to create a little bit more stability. And if you're not using the band today, you can just row without. So mimic all the shapes we do without the band. It could also be a really good idea if you are a beginner to do this practice without the band. And then next time, try the band, see what happens. Let's go 5, 4, we are holding to the left in 3. Let's go 2, hold to the left on 1, drive the elbow back, keep twisting to the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. And just take a little moment to roll the shoulders, bring the hands in front of you, dome, and then start to lift all the way up. One more like this, dome, come forward, and then inhale as you lift. Release the hands, taking the band across your feet. Bring your feet as wide as they can be for now, and can you plant your hands down, pressing into the heels. Take a full breath in, keeping the arms straight. As you exhale, lift the hips. Inhale as you lower the hips. Exhale, press into the palms and the heels lift. Inhale as you lower. Let's go 5, 4, exhale, lift, hold. 3, 2, holding all the way up on 1. Can you just hold for 5? Keep squeezing the glutes for 3, 2, come all the way back down on 1. Restacking shoulders over the hips, maybe hands stay or they can just be to the thighs. Can you flex the toes, lift the right leg, lower. Lift the left leg and lower. Keep alternating through the legs here as you keep flexing. And it's a really subtle movement. I know the band can be fiddly, so slow and steady movements. Let's go 5, 4, 3, last 2, lift the right leg up on 1. Now flex the foot, keep pressing into the left. Can you open on the band like so, out and back. So you're pulling to the right of the band, out and back. Woo. Quads, hip flexors may start to say hello. Embrace it, and let's go 5, 4, changing sides in 3, in 2, come back down on 1, take a little wriggle. Exhale, lift the left leg, push out on the band. So we're pressing down into the mat with the right heel, lifting the left. If you can, sit up really tall, crown the head to the sky. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the left heel, take a little shake out, and just start to scoot yourself onto your back, however you would like to get there. Bending the knees, keep the feet flat, and can you start to bring the hands behind the head, keeping the head really heavy. Take a full breath in. Exhale as you lift to find your crunch. Inhale as you lower back down. As you crunch, lift the shoulder blades, draw the ribs down to the hips. Inhale as you lower. Let's go 5, 4, holding up in 3, holding up in 2, on 1, can you hold up? Can you draw the belly button in, lower back stays heavy, lift the legs. Now start to extend the legs long, pull the right leg in, relax. Left leg in, press away. Keep alternating through the presses here. And we're here for 10. Can you keep the crunch? 8, it's like a little march. This is 7, 6, pressing the heels away for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, draw the knees in, lower the head. Keep tension on the band and just take a little rock, a little sway. We are gonna add into this shape. Exhale as you find your crunch and extend the legs long. Press the heels away from the body, flex the toes to the face. Now as you bring the right knee in, elbow of the left, and then change. Twist to the left and change. Twist, change, twist, and change. Now the legs can be high, they don't have to be low, but you're creating tension through the band, through the lower belly. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the knees in, lower the head. Oh, how are you feeling? Hopefully you can stay with me because we have one more variation in this shape and it goes from 0 to 100. So do your best and back yourself. Take a full breath in. Exhale as you find your crunch and hold. Can you extend the legs long? Now this time, can you twist to the right, back, twist to the left, back and hold. Start to roll onto the right hand side. Lift the left leg, lower, roll onto the back. You come twist, twist, hold. We roll onto the left. Right leg lifts, right leg lowers, roll onto the back. Twist, twist, keeping the crunch the whole time. So you're using your elbow on the ground, woo, to keep you nice and supported. Twist over, up and back. Let's do 2 more. This one gets you good. It's also kind of fun. Last one. Twisting over to the left and then slowly come into your back, bring the knees into the chest. We are taking a break from the bikes, the crunches, but we are going to continue into our legs. So can you just roll onto your right hand side, keeping the band exactly as it is, and keep the hand behind the head. Full breath in. As you exhale, lift. Inhale, lower the top leg. Lift and lower. Now you can bring your feet slightly towards the front corner of the mat, so you've got a bit of support here, and keep really heavy with the bottom leg. Can you start to add the top hand, reach, pull back down, reach, pull back down. Keeping tension through the band at all times. You might start to feel your obliques, say hello, and remember, you say hello back. Let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, can you hold the leg but bring the hand down? Now we're pressing the knee into the elbow, back. Press the knee into the elbow and back. Now chances are you may have done these shapes before, maybe with the band, maybe not. So notice how it feels and stay with your breath. Exhale in, inhale, lengthen. Exhale in, inhale, lengthen. We're gonna add the 2 together in 3. Press the heel back in 2. On 1, press the heel back. Open to the sky, pull it in, bring it to the chest, out. To the sky, to the chest. Whew, this band is making me work a lot today. Keep pressing into the front hand, and let's go 5, 4, 3, 2. We are holding left leg on 1, little pulses as much as you can. Can you reach the left hand for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down. Oh, well deserved. Little break. Allow the hips, the waist just to be really floppy, really heavy. And we're going to do everything on the other side. So I'm going to turn around and face the back. Can you just change sides? So now you're on your left hand side, keeping the band where it is, and just start to bring the feet towards the top corner if you're using a mat. So your feet are slightly on an angle. Both hands behind the head, flex the feet, open the top leg, close the top leg. Open and close. Stacking the hips, drawing the ribs towards one another. And then start to add the arm. Lift the top hand towards the toe and back. Spirit fingers are really active in this shape. And let's go 5, keeping the tension through the band for 4, 3, let's go 2, keep the tension, hold on 1, hand comes down, leg stays, pull the knee into the chest, press the heel away, pull the knee into the chest, press the heel away. Maybe the knee and elbow connect, maybe they don't. Welcome sensations through the body. And think of your happy place. Maybe it's not doing this shape, but maybe it's the feeling that Pilates gives you. Let's go 5. We are adding the 2 together in 4, 3, 2. On 1, hold the leg out. Lift, pull it back in. Lift, pull it back in. Now this leg, this side may feel different. For me, it is excruciating, but that's okay. Remember, we are so strong. And in 3, we are holding. In 2, on 1, can you hold, my band, hold the band out, hold the arm, little pulses, just for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down, let the legs relax or soften. Maybe punch out the quad, the thigh, send it some love. Keep the band where it is. If it's moved a little bit, just to readjust it so it's in the center of your foot. And then can you keep the tension on the feet, or bring the feet to the mat. Rolling onto your belly, press yourself all the way up, finding yourself a down dog. Now if you need to readjust the band, feel free. And just start to really pedal out through the feet here, grounding down into the palms. Use this opportunity to come back to your breath. Inhale, you start to lift the heels and roll forward to find your high plank. Exhale, you press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, you press back. Coming back to your space, your body, and using your breath as a guide. Let's just do one more here. And then holding back in your downward facing dog. Can you start to walk the hands all the way back towards the feet? Maybe soft bend through the knees. Rolling yourself all the way back up. Take a little shake out. And we're going to step into the middle of your mat. Now you can use your feet. Just bring the band around the ankles. If you want to use your hands to readjust them, you can. Can you start to bring the hands to heart center? Find a squat. Press through the heels to rise. Hands to heart center, squat. Exhale, you lift. Now keeping a little bit of tension on the band. Doesn't have to be a big amount, but just being conscious and aware of the band. Let's go 5. Keep pressing back into the heels. 4. In 3, we're adding a kick. In 2, on 1 as you come up, kick your right leg. Come back down, kick your right leg. So you find the squat, and then you kick. I'll face you if you like. Let's go. Find the squat, straighten the legs, and kick to the right. Squat, kick to the right. Keep pressing into the palms here. And as the band is around the ankles, your range may not be super big, and that's okay. Keep pressing down into the left leg, opening the right leg. Now this is what we were doing on your sides. You've already done it. Back yourself. Trust the process. Enjoy the ride as much as you can. Let's go 3. Last 2. On 1, can you hold and then bring the feet together? Lift, feet back together. Lift and back. Now have a soft bend through the left leg. Keep pressing the palms together and keep squeezing into the outer leg of the right. Let's go 5. 4. We are holding in 3. In 2. Holding on 1. Just hold. Flex the foot. Hold for 5. 4. A little bit more for 3. 2. And 1. Lower the right foot. Take a little shake out. And we come back to the squat. Both your feet stay really heavy here. In a moment, we'll start to add the left leg. Let's go 3. 2. Next time you lift, stand up tall. Left leg kicks and then back. Left leg kicks and back. Now it can be a very isolated shape. Lift, kick, tap, and squat. Acknowledge where you're at within the practice and do what makes sense. Do what feels good in your body, as well as finding little moments to challenge your practice. 5 more, and we're just pressing out in 4. Let's go 3. Last 2. On 1, can you stand up tall, just the leg? Tap it down, lift, tap it down, lift. Soft bend through the right leg, keeping the crown of the head to the sky. Little lift, little lower, and drawing the ribs, the belly button in. We are holding in 3, in 2, holding on 1, lift it off the ground, doesn't matter how far, just for 5. Keep pressing away for 3, 2, and 1. Take a little shake out, take a forward fold. And just take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Can you start to make your way down onto your bottom, just like we did before? And we're gonna come back to a familiar shape. This time the band is going to come back over the feet, like we've been doing at the start of the practice. Dig your heels into the mat, about hip distance apart, and then bring your hands down by your side. Take a full breath in, exhale as you lift your hips, inhale as you lower. Now, if it feels better, have a soft bend through the knees. Otherwise, remember we have done these shapes before. So exhale as you lift, inhale, lower. Let's go 5. Adding on in 4. In 3. Last 2. On 1, can you hold? Now, can you press into the left leg? Bring the right leg in, lower. Press into the right leg, left leg up and back. Alternating through the presses or the little climbs, knee to chest and back. Now the hips can be quite low, the hips can be high, but keep pressing into the palms just for 4, 3, 2, last one here, lower the hips, take a little forward fold, take the band over the feet and bring it back into the wrists. Take a full breath in and start to bend the knees as you breathe out. Hands are coming in front of you and glue your knees together, sitting up as tall as you can. Full breath in, can you start to roll down through the spine where you start to feel shaky? Roll yourself back up. Coming all the way down and back out. Inhale as you come down, exhale as you press back up. So the aim is to find some vibration through your belly, some shakiness, and we're going to start to add the arms. If you're ready, come down, hold halfway, lift the arms, lower the arms, restack through the spine. Tuck the chin to the chest, inhale, hold halfway, lift the arms, lower the arms, come back up. Finding your range. And over time, maybe the range increases. But without judgment, can you just accept what you're at and how it feels in the body? Let's go 5. We are staying all the way down in 4. Let's go 3. Last 2. Now on 1, can you stay halfway down where you start to feel shaky? Press out on the band a little bit, lift, lower, back down. So lift overhead, back to the shoulders. Draw your knees, your inner thighs together while trying to draw the ribs together, belly button in. And let's go 5, 4, we are nearly there. 3, can you bring the hands back in? 2, hands back on 1, little press out on the band. Can you sit lower? Squeeze the inner thighs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a forward fold. Take a little moment to just release. Let the head be heavy. And coming back to your breath. Restacking the shoulders over the spine and just crossing over the legs. Don't worry about the band. Can you drop your left hand down, right hand comes up and over? And then can you drop your right hand down, left hand comes up and over? Hands return to center, take a little shake out. Let it all soak in. If you want to do it again, you can. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. Let me know if you like the band. If you want to see more of it, I have lots of classes up my sleeve. And I will see you soon, girl. Mwah.